PDM's Charmaine Shirare advocated for the removal of the new curriculum, urging the government to reconsider previous successful approaches that yielded positive results for students. Shirare emphasized that the critical challenge of a high failure rate in government schools is not solely attributed to insufficient fund allocation. Instead, it is intertwined with the government's restructured education system, which significantly impacts the performance of these schools.
And that is the national crisis that we have. We can plow in all the resources we want, put everybody on par, bring in resources, but we fail to identify the problem. We have a national crisis at hand. The education system is in shambles. We all know it, but it seems as though everybody's just going to stand there and be like, okay, somebody must do something, but it's not going to be me. Our nonchalance, this don't care attitude that comes from everyone, all stakeholders, myself included, is what's the problem.
Other members of parliament also made their contributions in this regard.
Everywhere where you see a school well funded, it is performing. What is the gap that we must fill to address the funding gaps of the school for it to be able to perform? Because if you look at all the private schools are performers. They might not be in the top 10 category, but their children passing rates are higher than 60, 70, 80.
The honourable member wants to draw the comparison between private and public on the scale of resources allocations. And I think he wants to imply that the resources equate the output, which might not be the case. And I will give you a classical example. I, for one, standing here for all, had my kids at a private school in Windhoek North. These kids were getting A+ in French, Afrikaans. When you ask him, bring me water, he doesn't know what to do. But they were getting A+ in a private school.
Why is it that 40 minutes of history class was sufficient for a child not having done extra reading to pass a test on an average of C, sometimes C+? Why were we able to listen to 45 minutes of teaching, go play soccer or rugby, no extra reading, no internet, nothing, and still get a C+?
Yolene Shapela, NBC News, Windhoek.